I think that something that can really happen is that you feel that you lose your sense of identity. I know that happened to me. You feel like you've become this other person and that you might not like that other person very much, or parts of that person. But it's really important to care about that person um, and show them love and look after them and not judge them for, if they seem to be failing in some way, and you're not happy about, how you're behaving or how you are or whatever, or how you're coming across, and you're not stuck in that. So that will change. So you're not that person, and you're never going to be different again. That's going to change. You're going to evolve, and you're going to improve, and you are going to change. We don't stay static. We never do. And I certainly felt that my identity changed after I had my brain injury, and I wasn't happy with who I was. And I was really mourning the loss of this other person who I'd been and who I wanted to be again. And I just couldn't seem to get back to that. And I really grieved that person, and I didn't like bits about me at all. I felt so like I was just so aware of all my shortcomings and all my my speech problems and my brain fog and how slow I was and how I came across to other people. I was embarrassed, with friends and in groups and things like that. And I was just constantly in pain and constantly feeling down and constantly just, wanting to just retreat from the world. But you have to be kind to that. But you have to be kind to that person, and you have to just not judge them, and know that you are, just love them at that point, flaws and all, but also knowing that you're going to get better, and that you're going to improve, and that you're not going to stay like that. And that's all part of the journey. And actually, you're so brave. Realize how brave you are to be going through what you're going. Especially when other people don't understand, but you are phenomenally brave. The brain injury survivors are some of the bravest people that I've ever come across, and the most admirable and the most tenacious and determined and strong. And I think you really get a sense of that in a community like there's a great TBI community here on Instagram, and I've come across people in groups and come across people in real life, and you've got that kind of solidarity and experience together, shared experience, and you can really build each other up. So it's really important to do that. But my identity has changed. I'm pretty, I am the same person I was. I still have a few things that annoy me, like sometimes the odd memory thing, or I can have problems finding words, or sort of staying on track with things or whatever. But I've come to appreciate who I am, and I'm fortunate to have a very supportive husband and children and some really nice friends and things. And I think as I've moved forwards, as I've recovered, I've built on that recovery, I've built that momentum. I've been able to do things. I used to edit and proofread. I've always loved reading, and though I struggle with that early on in my recovery, the reading and writing I struggle with, and that really upset me, or watching anything. But I was gradually able to build that up, and as I built that up, and as I could start to write again, and then I started doing my blog, and now I'm starting to do this, and I am just, it's like a momentum, and I'm just getting better and better. I'm doing a business course, and I can't actually believe I'm doing it, because when I look back to a year ago, I can't believe how far I've come. So our brains are incredible. Neuroplasticity is incredible. We create these new connections all the time. We need to be have the right conditions for the neuroplasticity. We need to be doing the right things for neuroplasticity to happen. And so we can create the kind of optimum environment for that to happen, and the more we do it, the more it happens, and the more we can progress. So just hang on in there, just stay strong, stay determined, stay motivated, keep moving forwards, keep trying new things, keep rewiring, keep draw on all the things that you love and that make you who you are. Reach into that memory bank to pull out things that are meaningful to you, emotions that you want to sort of tune into. And it is like a snowball effect, it's a momentum effect. So whatever brings you joy, just do it, and do more of it, and do like crazy amounts of it. Whatever's important to you, do more of that, and just build on that, build those connections in, and you will change. You will just look back and you'll be like amazed. The other thing is just, we get so stuck into kind of the you know, the recovery and focusing on our recovery, and it's really, really important. It's really important to put your heart and soul into it, and to put absolutely everything you've got into your therapies that you're having, whether it's vestibular therapy or vision therapy, or you know, if you're going to see a chiropractor or an osteopath or a physiotherapist or a speech therapist, whatever. Do that with all your heart and soul and might and strength, but don't let that's not the only facet of your life. So, you know, be developing yourself. Like I you know, just read books that you find interesting, just work on your sort of self and self-improvement, and you know, doing all these things, because as you come out of whatever stage you're at, all that will have helped you to grow in a certain direction. So if you're thinking about those kind of things and positive things and interesting things, you're going to grow better than if you are constantly thinking about how awful you feel and how awful your symptoms are and how you're never going to get better, and how you know, this is just going to go on forever, and you feel hopeless and despairing, because those feelings will then sort of grow and those connections will grow, and it will be that much harder to sort of dig yourself out of it. It's always possible to, but just think of that as you're creating these foundations all the time. So you want to create these kind of layers of things that are going to strengthen you and build you up into the person that you're becoming as time goes by.